The story of how society makes us feel not worthy, and sadly, we accept it. So, the reason of this topic today is I'm in the process of revising and editing and adding to my book. And one of the topics in the book is basically, how we grow up, how we get raised, and the self-limiting beliefs that are instilled upon us by society. And they become a generational thing of how society labels us and how they make us feel like we're not worthy. So I'll give you an example. There was a young lad, aka me, growing up, and I had severe health issues. And though I, like any kid, wanted to work hard to participate in sports and different things that required physical activity, there was no such thing as inhalers back then. So I would only be able to perform so long. And when I did perform, I performed at, I believe, a high level, but then my health would get the best of me, right? And if you understand what asthma is, my lungs would literally collapse and I couldn't breathe. So I'd have to quit playing the sports I was in. And society in general would get upset because we're very competitive when it comes to, even community sports where people want you to perform at a very high level and they want to win. Instead of realizing that sometimes community sports is just about people getting exercise, socializing, playing in a team sport, understanding what is required to, win or lose, but it's participation. It's about giving your all. That coaches, as I was growing up, would not let me play, right? They'd bench me. And it wasn't because I couldn't perform up to a certain level for X amount of period of time. It was that they didn't want to take that chance. They didn't want to have society make them feel bad, like they weren't a worthy coach. So then indirectly, I was made to feel unworthy as a human being, that I didn't have, what it takes to participate, even if it was, let's say, a 60-minute sport and I could perform for 40 minutes, that wasn't good enough, right? So I was made to feel like I wasn't worthy. So my self-worth was in the toilet. It wasn't the best growing up. And then all of a sudden, as I got older into my teens, I was diagnosed with a degenerative spine disease called scoliosis. Now, all of a sudden, I had to wear a brace for just about 3 years of my life, where it went around my neck. There was a bar that went down here, two that went from the back, just to the left and right of my neck, 2 bars that went down. And I had to wear that brace for 23 hours a day, right? Can you imagine? I was in grade 9 when I got that on, never got it off till grade 11. How I got ridiculed, how I got teased, how I got bullied over it. All of that was already happening because of my asthma. Now I'm a preteen getting into my teens, and I couldn't do things. There were certain things I couldn't do in phys ed class because of wearing that brace, and I wasn't allowed to take it off except for an hour a day, which was for doing exercises and obviously showering or, any personal hygiene things that I needed to take care of. I had an hour a day, 23 hours a day. So society would give me dirty looks because I had this thing caged around my neck. I had 2 hard plastic headrests behind me where my hands are showing, and a chin right here, a chin support, a bar going down. I could not turn my head left to right. So I got stared at. I got comments said about me. And society continued to crush my, any self-worth that I had, to a point where I started living in a world of self-limiting beliefs and not believing I could accomplish things. And, I get into a young adulthood and I found my voice. I found my passion and purpose, and indirectly I started, even not realizing how important associations were, I started disconnecting from people. And I started changing my associations and pivoting away, and, naturally wanted to be successful. So I kept on moving on until about 92, 93, till I was introduced to, books, inspirational books, motivational books, coaching, mentoring books, You know, one of the best books I ever got introduced to that helped increase my belief in myself and crush some of the self-limiting beliefs that I had allowed society to put upon me. Obviously, when you're younger, you don't really think that it's, you know, you are allowing it to happen. But when enough people are throwing crap at you, things stick, and then you start believing what they're saying. So I basically got involved in self-development, started listening to tapes, reading books, then I gravitated to CDs, and moved forward to today, it's gravitated to, you know, audiobooks, podcasts, you know, online forums on social media, and the associations that I started, you know, without even realizing way back then have obviously evolved. And really, when I look back at my life, I'm actually patting myself at on the back right now, right? You can see me doing it because of what I went through, the trials and tribulations, and I refused to give up. Was there periods in time in my life when I did give up and I retreated and I curled up in the fetal position and just wanted to scream and cry? Absolutely. But I always managed to dig myself out of those circumstances because I always believed within my heart of hearts and in my soul and in my mind that I deserved better. And I've constantly fought to achieve that betterment for myself. And by doing that, I've brought people along for the ride, helped them. They've helped me indirectly because really when we mentor and teach others, it's reteaching us what we already know. It's confirming it in our mindset, and it helps us continually push forward. So again, I talk to you about all this stuff because I give a heck. And I want you to realize that you too, no matter the circumstances that you're facing in life, can climb out of it. You don't have to live in that rabbit hole. You can climb out. You can quit camping. You can start climbing. Change your associations. Reach out to people that can help you. Maybe that person's me. Maybe you want to reach out to me, DM me, drop me a comment below, and I can reach out to you. But regardless, always believe that you're worthy and realize that society is messed up in a lot of ways, and they will say and do things to you your whole life to keep you subservient, to keep you downtrodden, to keep you in a place where you don't feel like you have any worth. I'm here to tell you, each and every one of us, each and every one of you listening, watching, you have self-worth. You have the ability to carpe diem, to seize the day, and be all that you can be. That may sound corny, but it's true. God bless you all. Peace out. Stay safe. Stay humble. Stay driven. And keep on climbing. God bless you all.